what can one say about Bob Dylan, really? It's impossible to overstate, but I guess the main question would be, what can you say about sort of the way his mind works from your experience with him? And also, does the way that his music still resonates, is that surprising to you, or does that make sense to you?
I think quality resonates. He's a great lyricist, and I think anyone who's interested in the words would take an interest in Bob. Would see him as a very devoted artist, a very hardworking guy who likes to keep things fresh.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that about Bob. We got to get early takes, and chances are you'll have the magic in the early takes. He never forgets his words.
Right.
And he thrives on an environment. We made a record called Time Out of Mind that it's quite a powerful record. Mm-hmm. And we had an 11-piece band in the room, so it got a lot of sound out of any given take. So I think Bob really thrived on the atmosphere that's created by that size of an entourage.
How about Neil Young?
Well, my experience with Neil is the opposite. He wanted to record solo, and the invitation was to record him singing 10 acoustic songs. And we also make films, so he invited me to film him and record him. So that was the starting point with Neil. But a very imaginative man. And so even though the invitation was to do acoustic work, it evolved pretty quickly to more texture and the electric work.
Right.
And it was a very fertile time for all of us. We had an editing room upstairs in my villa. And so having done a take, we could I quickly knocked out a mix, and we married the camera to the mix. And in 20 minutes, we could see the results of our work, both visually and sonically. So it's nice. It was like a little factory that we had going. A lot of fun, but a great guy. And nice to be with a fellow Canadian.
Yes, fellow Canadian. I mean, I would say that for me, my favorite Canadian artist, I don't know who yours is.
Well, certainly Neil. I can't think of another one. Let's say Neil, just for this conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of Canadian friends, very talented people, but I think they would all agree that Neil was a trailblazer for a lot of us. And, he went south of the border at a time when not everybody did, and was able to carve a direction for himself. And caught a wave, in the 70s, that great country rock wave that was happening in Los Angeles and the West Coast. So more power to Neil, yeah. Great inventive man.